So in this video I'm going to show you how to do 3 bead netting on a horizontal. So I'm going to start with a stopper bead and leave a long tail so I've got something to hold on to. So I'll go back through my bead a couple of times just to stop it from sliding around, and then I'm going to pick up 12 beads at alternate colours. So I'm using 2 colours because it's easy for you to see what you're going to do. So my orange bead is going to be my contrast really. So once I've got to the end of the width that I want the piece to be, I'm going to replicate those 3 beads. So I'm going to pick up blue, orange and blue again, and then I'm going to place those to mirror the ones that we've already done and go through the next orange bead on the way back to the tail. So you get this little pair there we go. And then you mirror what you've already got, so you pick up 3, so blue, orange, blue, miss blue, orange, blue, and go through the next orange. And same again, blue, orange, blue, miss those same 3 and go through the one on the end. There we go. And on this turn you're going to pick up 2 blue, 1 orange and 1 blue. And I'll just move it up a bit. And then you're going to go through the middle orange on the loop from your previous row. And again, blue, orange, blue, and you're going to miss the same number of beads, so it's the one in the dip this time, and then you're always going through the bead from the loop on the previous row. So when you're using 2 colours, it's easy to see. When you're using a single colour, you need to be able to, you know which bead you're going through, so it's the middle one of the loop on the previous row, and then you start to get this where it pulls out. So we'll just do that once more. 2 beads on the end, so really you're just adding 1 additional bead to what you would be ordinarily, and then you're going to go through the bead on the loop that you created in the last one. Through the loop, and once more, and through the loop. And then you can see that you're starting to get this open work going on here now. 3 bead netting is quite a close structure. If you add 5 beads or 7 beads, it's much more open. When you're tying in new threads, I would tend to use a bit of both the knotting method and the weaving in method, and I have to confess I would also use a little bit of fray check if I felt that my thread ends were going to be escaping at any point. I don't usually like to use the G word, the glue, but in this instance it's useful because it makes the threads connect to each other so that the loose ends don't escape and you're not forever chopping off little tufted ends that you don't want to be visible. So that's your 3 bead netting. It gives you a lovely open lattice work. Try it with the different numbers of beads and see what you think. It makes a nice structure of fabric. Play around with your colours too and see what you can come up with. So here we have some examples of 3 bead and 5 bead netting. This one is your 3 bead netting, so it's quite a tight but still open fabric, and this one is even more open, and this one is a bracelet made with the 5 bead netting, slightly different turn to that you've been shown in the previous video. And here we have a charted pattern for the 3 bead netting. This is part of our design pack options on the Guild's website, and this little fellow here has been made up into a little card case with a little different colour on the other side, so they're really lovely to make. And to read a netted pattern, I'm going to show you this small one. You'd start where you've got like an indent here. So you've got your first bead there, and you will pick up all of the beads that you can see on this outside edge. When you get to the top, you're going to pick up all these beads here. So you can see that introduces a blue one on the second row straight away. Shared bead, pick up 3, shared bead, pick up 3, shared bead, etc. So each row is 3 beads and into one of those shared beads. So you do need something to be able to mark your place on your patterns. It's very hard on the eyes to try and see all of these colours and their placement without some guide. So that's how to read your 3 bead netting chart. Have some fun with that, and I'll see you on the next video.